What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? What's up, y'all? Oh, this thing. All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, goodness, Lord. Ooh, I'll be so happy when I get this stuff taken care of. Woo, honey. Woo. This thing tried to hold on, honey. It held on as long as it could. All right. How's everybody doing? Good afternoon. I just woke up, y'all, so I had to take me a little nap this afternoon. What's up, everybody? What's up, Star? How you doing? Hey, Dominique. What's up, Tracy? I got members in the house. What's up, Gina and Tracy? My members lit up in green. What's going on with y'all? I don't think the notification went out. Y'all know how YouTube be doing me sometime, honey. Y'all know how they be doing me sometime. But it's all good. We are here. Hold on. Let me text Ibs and let me share this out. Y'all know how this go. Okay. Let me see here. Because I don't see Abby, but she might be taking a nap her damn self. What's up, Danny? How you doing, boobs? Hey, Brandon. Hey, Shar. What's going on? How are you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Hey, C Golden. Okay, more members coming in. Danny is a member. C Golden is a member. My mod. Danny, I need to talk to you too. I need to give you a call. I need to talk to you. All right. So, good afternoon, you guys. Listen, this week, I'm glad the week is going by slow because this is like my last full week off before I have to go back to work. So I'm glad that the week is going by slow, but baby, the week is going by slow. I was like, I could have, I woke up this morning and just knew it was Wednesday. I said, oh, it's Tuesday. Okay. So I was like, I just knew this. I don't know. I just knew today was Wednesday. I said, oh, okay. But again, I'm not complaining because I gotta go back to work next week. The summer went by. But I enjoyed my summer, so I can't be mad at nobody, honey. I definitely enjoyed my summer. All right. Why is my... I don't know why that's happening, but okay. I don't know why my thumbnail isn't coming up on my video. I don't know. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, we're just gonna do it like that. All right, y'all, we're gonna get into this. Let me put it out here. When YouTube don't put out the notification, I gotta let my people know. Try my best to let everybody know when the new notification don't go out, child. What's up, Ebs? Hey, Lock Queen. What's up, Lauren? Hey, B-Lo. More members. Y'all, my members coming through today. What's up, members in the house? Got more mods in the house. Abby, can you do me a favor? Can you drop the link for the TSF for the podcast, please? Can you drop both links? The link for Power Book, the Power Review, and then the one that the true crime one we did on Friday for Clear. Oh, what was Clear Hall? Clear Hall, please, when you get a chance. So y'all know that I do a podcast, you guys, with TSF Entertainment over on all of your podcast needs. You can find it on Spotify. You can find it on Google Play, Anchor, and of course on iTunes. And so we did. I thought that was New York. Hold on, Brandon. Let me get to that in a second. Dang, Brady threw me off. So on Friday night, we did a podcast on true crime, which I love true crime. I love the ID channel and Snapped and Oxygen and all those. I love serial killers and all that stuff. Like I love that kind of stuff. And so myself and Retro CG, we did one on Clear Hall, and we're going to try to do more of those. So if you're into true crime and you like hearing about all of the different you like hearing about these different cases, check that out. That was on Friday. And then of course on Sunday we did our Power recap for episode 5. So if you into true crime or you into Power, go ahead and check that out. Abby's gonna drop the links for me, and y'all go check that out. Go ahead and subscribe to the podcast and go check it out. I appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. Just wanted to let you know I talked to Yana and she is okay and healing. Good. Thank you, Tracy, and thank you for letting me know. Thank you for reporting it back and letting me know. Okay, now let me get back to you, Mr. Brandon. I thought that was Real Housewives of, now let me say this. I thought it was Real Housewives of New York who was put on hiatus, but I did see a weird tweet from Carrie Dauber about thank you for all your support over the years. As this chapter closes, another chapter opens. But I thought that was her basically saying she was walking away from the show. But I thought it was weird because I was like, you ain't been on the show in 2 seasons. Like 2 seasons ago, she was a friend of the show and she was in like 3 episodes. And then last season, she wasn't on there at all. Like she wasn't a friend of the show or anything. So I did think that that was weird. But I saw where the Real Housewives of New York has been put on hiatus because of the horrible ratings. They filmed the reunion from my understanding. And then I find it interesting that they put it on hiatus. I believe you. I got to double check and look it up and see what's going on. But I find it interesting that they've put it on hiatus because they just announced the new cast. Like they just announced that there's a new cast. So that's interesting. What's up, Miss Bay thing? Another member coming through. Well, then that would be interesting because like the reality is if they put the Real Housewives of New York and the Real Housewives of Dallas on hiatus. What's up, peace, love? If they put both of them on hiatus, hold on, let me make sure, because you know, when you see Real Housewives, sometimes it look like it's the Real Housewives of one thing, but it end up being the Real Housewives of something else, child. Hold on, let me put it up here. Hold on. Real. I hate when my fingers type faster than my brain. Let me see here. I'm not seeing nothing. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Let me try this. Let me see if I do it that way. Okay, right here. The Real Housewives, because I was going to do a quick drop on this, and I might still do it. Here it is right here, you guys. Real Housewives of New York is rumored to be put on indefinite hiatus. There's still no confirmed date to shoot the reunion show, so they haven't done a reunion after being postponed twice. Sources revealed to outlet that August 15th was canceled. Now the September date has been canceled too. But even more concerning is that there is no date to start filming season 14. The decision about the show's future is no longer in the hands of Bravo. After all the accusations of racism, the decision has gone all the way up to the top bosses at NBC. The gear is that the show is just too controversial now, which is why there's talk about shutting it down until things cool off. So basically, they want to shut it down until y'all forget about Black Lives Matter. Okay, that's what they're saying. Hold on, let me do that. Now let me look up the Real Housewives of Dallas. Let's see. Because that would be very interesting if Bravo had 2 of their franchise shows on hiatus. That would be very, even though Dallas is new kid, well, Salt Lake City is now new kid on the block. But even though Dallas is one of their newer shows, the ratings for Dallas I don't think have ever been that great. But I know last season was bad, but everybody was bad last season. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord, I spelled hiatus wrong. That ain't going to help if I spell the word wrong. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all, to hold up, but I want to get this information for y'all. Y'all know I like to get the good stuff because if this is we need to talk about this. Real Housewives of Dallas will not return for season 6 amid indefinite hiatus. So that is very interesting. Will not be coming back for a 6th season at this time. There are currently no plans to bring Dallas back this year and beyond. That nothing official has been decided. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Brandon. I did not see that. Now that's from US Weekly, and that was updated a minute ago. So I will definitely be doing, as soon as I get off of this live, I will definitely be doing quick drops on both of those. Okay. No problem, Ebby. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. No problem. Thank you. Okay, let's talk about that. What's up, everybody? Hold on, y'all. So for those who came in, what I was doing, Brandon dropped some nuggets, and so I was looking that information up. We're going to discuss it. But before I do that, thank you so much, Ebby. Ebby dropped the link for the Power book 3 Raising Kanan review over on the TSF Entertainment podcast. If you enjoy reviews, go ahead and check in with us over there. Listen to our reviews. It's some really good conversation and some in-depth breakdown of the different characters and predictions and things like that. And then if you love true crime, we did a true crime podcast this weekend as well on the case of Cassandra Hall. Her friends called her Clea. Y'all know I had to call her Clea. But this is a very, very popular case. If you're in the true crime circles, there's a lot of information out there about her. So y'all can check that out and hear what we had to say and hear our breakdown. Okay, now let's go back to this. All right. First of all, peace, love. Thank you so much. Peace, love. Always shares my videos, and I really appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Sometimes, a lot of times I don't see it till I get off of here. And so thank you. I want to just publicly thank you for sharing it. Peace Hall, love, Lord have mercy. Peace Love is a content creator, and she got some good stuff coming in coming soon, honey. She is rebranding and coming back out. So y'all be on the lookout, and we'll definitely drop that link when she is ready to grace us. She's gonna be doing a lifestyle blog over on her channel, Candid Conversation. So I just want to thank you so much for that. Never watched season 1 through 5 of Dallas. I actually liked the Miami one, but it was only one season. Well, they're doing Miami now, but they're doing it on the Peacock. It's going to be on the streaming. It's not going to be on. But actually, to be honest with you, if they've canceled Dallas and they're putting New York on indefinite hold, they may bring Miami to the network, because what would be the purpose of streaming Miami? You might as well put it on the network. You basically freed up 2 slots, and again, I never watched New York, but if 14 seasons of it, that's a major anchor of your franchise. And then Dallas, again, Dallas is like I said, Salt Lake City is the new kid on the block, but before that it was Dallas. And I don't think Dallas's ratings were ever that great. I really don't. But also I think it's a variety. Let's take this piece by piece. Hold on. Let me make sure I get everybody. Hold on. Anybody that came in, New York was terrible this season. Yeah, I never watched New York, but I mean, everywhere I've read, it said that New York this season was just not good. Listen, let me say this. I think we can all agree that all of the Housewives franchises get a mulligan for this season. And I really feel like New York and Dallas, I'm going to put them to the side for a second, because I think the reasons for putting New York and Dallas on hiatus have nothing to do with ratings. I think it has everything to do with racism and the social climate of where we are today. With that being said, I think that all of the Housewives shows should get a mulligan for this season, because all of the ratings have been terrible. I mean, even Potomac, which is doing good in the ratings, isn't doing what it did last year. Now, granted, they had the bump last year because they had the whole fight, and then that turned into a whole firestorm where the fans got very into it, choosing sides, and it became very, it was a lot with that. But they just have not, They just did not. It just did not do well. I mean, it's just not doing the numbers it did last season. It's doing good though, but it's just not doing the numbers it did last season. But none of them. I mean, New Jersey, they stopped filming and cut the season short because it was just so lackluster, because none of what they were bringing was bringing it, you know. So it was so lackluster that I'm sorry, I got distracted. Lord, let me turn my TV off. I got distracted. Yeah, I heard Ebony on New York was doing Team Too Much. See, I didn't watch it. Right. Well, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is now their ratings are through the roof. But the only reason why their ratings are through the roof is because that Erica Jane stuff broke while they were filming. Let's take the Erica Jane controversy out of what's going on every episode. Their season would be pretty damn boring too. Because remember, the big draw of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is the luxury, is the over the top. And we can't really see that with them in the house all the time and just going over each other's houses. Like, you saw how ridiculous Dorit looked last week. And it was so funny that Kathy Hilton was the one to call her out. Kathy Hilton was like, girl, what? Where you going? Where are you going? Where you go? Girl, we eating Ruth's Chris in the house. And you got on a whole before disco died Gucci bodysuit on. What are you doing? Like, they looked ridiculous trying to glam up to eat dinner in the living room. You know, we're used to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills going to getting these extravagant, these never before heard of cosmetic procedures, you know, getting your butt plumped and all this stuff, and getting on private jets and going exotic locations of places we've never heard of, and renting out castles, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we are used to the extravagance. So if you take that out of what the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is, we don't really have a whole lot there. The bodysuit was nice. It was nice, but it wasn't. It was. Let me tell you something. The outfit was fabulous. It just was inappropriate for what they were doing. It just looked ridiculous in that moment. For me, it did. Now, maybe for some people it didn't, but for me, I felt like Kathy Hilton. I was like, girl, like, you could still have on a really nice outfit with all your designer labels, but the outfit, Dorit was way overdressed for dinner in the living room. Okay, but hey, Star Bell. They need new cast members. New cast members needs to be a shakeup. What franchise you talking about? Peace, love. You talking about what? Dallas, Miami? Which one you talking about? I'm really disappointed. I'm really saddened about Dallas because they were actually adding 2 more women of color to the show, and I was really looking forward to seeing how that worked in a place like Dallas. So I'm really saddened by the fact. But I'm telling you, all of them, girl, yeah, you ain't lying. But I'm telling you, I think Dallas I'm going to tell you what I think it is with Dallas. And this is my opinion. Ain't nobody asked me nothing. Andy ain't called me. But I'm going to tell you what I think. I don't think this has anything to do with... I'm going to tell you what I think it is. I know I keep saying that and stopping, but I'm trying to find out the way to say it, how I want to say it. I think... because clearly they had planned to have a season 6. You've hired new ladies. You've put out, y'all did a whole cast promo shoot. If you look, there's their pictures. They did a whole promo shoot. They had a date when they were going to start filming. They had an air date already set. You clearly had planned to do a season 6. I'm going to tell you what I think happened. What I think happened was they announced that Cameron Westcott was bringing her racist ass back. And I think they got a lot of backlash. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I honestly, the only reason why I was going to still review the show is because they're going to have a sister on there. That's the only reason why I was going, because they were bringing on the black woman who started the curls, the natural hair care company. They were bringing on Tiffany Moon was coming back, who by the end of the season, I loved her. Then they were bringing on another woman who I want to say she was either Black or Latino, but she was a woman of color. I'm not sure. I'm not trying to be ignorant. I'm not sure where she fell on the colored spectrum, but she was somewhere. She was colored. Okay. And that's the only reason why I was going to still review the show, because had they brought back a bunch of white women and kept Cameron, I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do it. But I'm going to be honest with y'all, with everything that happened at the end of last season, as it relates to Tiffany Moon and Cameron Westcott and her husband and her brother-in-law, I absolutely think that is why this abrupt announcement was made today, because they just made the announcement about the new cast member last week. And like I said, they actually have promo pictures and everything. So it seems to me that at least Bravo didn't know they was going to cancel the show, or whoever produces the Real Housewives of Dallas, they didn't have no heads up on it, because they wouldn't have wasted time, seeking out women, vetting them, signing them the contracts, doing the contract negotiations. They wouldn't have had a whole photo shoot for promo pictures. They wouldn't have done none of that if they knew the show was going to be put on hiatus. But I'm telling you, once they made the announcement that they were bringing Cameron back, I bet you I'd be willing to put some money on it that there was backlash, and they was like, okay, rather than go back and fire Cameron. And I found it interesting that they didn't have no problem firing Leanne. But Leanne don't have no money either. Leanne don't have no status behind her name either. But I find it interesting they didn't have no problem firing Leanne. And don't get me wrong, what Leanne did was out of pocket. But they kept Brandy's ass after what Brandy did. And I don't feel like what Brandy did was I don't feel like what Leanne did was any worse than what Brandy did. For those of y'all who watched the show, y'all know what I'm talking about. Leanne made some comments about, and again, what Leanne said, it was out of pocket, but I don't feel like it was like, it certainly wasn't on the level of what Cameron Westcott said to Tiffany Moon and what her husband and brother-in-law said to Tiffany Moon. It was nowhere close to being on that level. Nowhere close to being on that level. And to be honest with you, what Leanne said about Carrie was true. She just needed to leave the fact that she was Mexican out of it. The fact that she's just a Mexican and a Mexican. Like, you didn't have to add all that to it. But what she said wasn't wrong. She wasn't lying about that woman. That woman was a bully and was rude. She was absolutely all of those things. It just didn't have nothing to do with her being Mexican. And then what Brandy did when she did the imitation of the Asian people, doing the slanty eyes and all of that. How was that any worse than what Leanne? How was what Leanne did worse than what Brandy did? But Leanne gets fired and Brandy gets to keep her job. Now we have Cameron, who did, in my opinion, way worse than what either one of them did. And then her husband and brother-in-law doubled downs on the shit, and she got to keep her job. Nah. Abby wasn't team too much. It was her trying to bring culture to the show against Ramona's over-the-top response to it. So it made Ebony do too much to compete. Yeah, I didn't watch it, so I just know that's what people were saying, but I didn't watch it. I'm wondering how true this is. Is the show canceled, or is it being put on a probationary season? I think they're going to bring the show back. I feel like so here's the thing. Y'all know how we always talk about the category of shit we didn't ask for? I think this is going to fall under the category of shit we didn't ask for. We didn't ask for you to cancel the show. We did not say that the whole franchise was racist. What we said was Cameron Westcott and her family were problematic. That's what we said. And I was even willing to not necessarily have Cameron be fired if they were going to address the issue in a responsible manner. If you were going to have Cameron really sit down with Tiffany and have them really talk out what she said, why it was inappropriate, why it was racist, and have her take responsibility and there have some sort of apologies and stuff. Kind of what they did with Tiffany and with Brandy at the beginning of last season. They had Tiffany sit down with Brandy and have Brandy apologize to Tiffany, even though Tiffany ain't do nothing to Brandy. She just, I mean, even though Brandy ain't do nothing to Tiffany, she sort of offended the whole Asian community, and they sort of just made Tiffany the ambassador for the whole Asian community. If they had done something like that with Cameron and with Tiffany, and if that had been like the first 2 episodes or first 2 or 3, because y'all know how they like to drag shit on, if it had been like the first 2 or 3 episodes, honestly, I really think people would have been okay with that. I really think people would have been okay with that. And the same way they released the press release last year to let us know that they were going to address, that Brandy Redmond was going to address the racist comments in the season and how they were going to address it. If they had done a press release saying, yes, we know we're bringing Cameron Westcott back, and we know that some of y'all got some problems over some of the racist shit that she said, but we're going to address it. We're going to address it. I really think that's what this is. Hey, keep it cute. They could have revamped the show around people of color in Dallas. Not everything needs to be torn down and abolished. Some things can be refocused and reformed. I've been peeping how Bravo has been hiring certain women for the seasons, i.e. Ebony, as the Black Lives Matter checkmark. They use Portia for their, they absolutely are doing that. And I mean, it was obvious with Dallas. In 5 seasons, y'all couldn't find no black people in Dallas, but now all of a sudden, y'all got, within 2 seasons, y'all done found 3 people of color to put on your show. But y'all hadn't been able to find no black people, no people of color until Black Lives Matter. So no, it's very obvious. I mean, look at Beverly Hills. Garcelle was the first. They're on season 11, and Garcelle is the first black woman on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. All them black people in Beverly Hills, all them black, celebrities in Beverly Hills. She the first one. Oh, it is very clear. What's up, Miss T? It is very clear that they are checking boxes. And, at the end of the day, we as black people are used to them checking the boxes. We're used to looking at a show and going, oh, okay, there's the black one. Okay, they got it. The LGBTQ community is used to, okay, there it is. Okay, there's the gay guy. You know what I mean? So we're used to them checking the boxes. But again, we didn't ask you to burn the whole franchise down. We just asked you to be more inclusive, and we asked you to not ignore the elephant in the room. The problem is a lot of these production companies are ill-equipped to deal with the elephant in the room. And rather than hire a company, a PR firm, reach out to some legitimate people that could help them maneuver these things, they rather burn the building down rather than just try to fix the foundation. And I honestly think that's what they're doing with Dallas. That's my opinion. I don't have no facts on that, but I just find it very curious that they went through all of that to get ready for season 6. They had an air date. They knew what they were getting ready to. They were literally getting ready to start filming in October. I told y'all that. Remember, we had a whole conversation about this last week. They had promo shoots. They had identified who these new women were. They put out press releases. All of this was done. And then all of a sudden, oh, we're going to pull the plug. That's a conversation that you should have had prior to, if you had no intention of bringing them people back. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. Nicole Murphy, Will Smith ex, Sheree, LaToya Jackson. Well, remember, Will Smith's ex did film a couple of scenes last season with Garcelle, because her and Garcelle are friends. And I said, oh, are they testing her? Y'all know when they do that, they kind of testing the waters a little bit. So I thought that was interesting. If they're putting certain shows on hiatus or letting certain people go because of their problematic issues, then the Grim Reaper Michael should not be on Potomac. He should be gone. Sorry, something's flying around here. I agree 100%, Auntie Didi, but pay attention. Notice Michael isn't filming with anybody. And I think that might have been the compromise. Notice Michael has not filmed with anybody. He don't leave that damn condo. It's just him and Ashley. He ain't come to the Valentine's Day situation. Now, granted, I think that was the only opportunity for him to film with any of the guys, but we ain't. I'm wondering if we're going to see him film with any of the men this season. I mean, outside of the condo this season. I wonder. Yeah, and I don't know. We got, we still got a long season. We ain't done with the season yet, but I'm wondering if that's what the compromise was. That Michael just doesn't film with anybody outside of Ashley. His filming has been highly limited from the reviews I've been hearing this season. He's barely in any of the scenes in the condo. Yeah, he's been very. I want to say we've only seen Michael, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If Ashley had that baby, I don't know if we would have seen Michael at all because we've only seen Michael twice, maybe. I want to say twice, maybe 3 times. But I know the first episode we saw him, and this last episode when they brought the baby home from the hospital and everything, we saw him. I mean, when she was on her way to the hospital, they showed footage of them in the car driving to the hospital to have the baby. But I honestly don't. That's it. Those are the only 2 like scenes that we've seen. So I don't know. I find it interesting. The men don't want their behinds. Listen. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Again, the thing that frustrates me about the Michael situation is if that were a woman he had put his hands on like that, what would the response have been? But because he was doing it to men, I just feel like they're not taking it with the same level of gravity that they would if this were a man. I mean, if this were a woman. But anyway, yeah, that is very interesting to me. They said Ramona is refusing to film the reunion. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, thank you, Brandon. We just spent 30 minutes on that, honey. I knew about New York. I did not know about Dallas. But like I said, I did see that weird tweet from Carrie on my Twitter. And I was like, why is she tweeting? She's been on the show in 2 seasons. Why is she tweeting about, thank you for the opportunity and, as an air. I thought she was talking about her. I said, well, because I know that she was always open to film. She just wasn't ready to film full time. So I said, well, maybe she's just finally 100% walking away from the franchise. That's how I thought. But anyway. All right, y'all. Speaking of playing in our faces. Child, that damn Falynn been playing in our faces from day one. Listen, as much as I hate to say this, everything Simon told us is true. Simon came out here a couple of months ago and he said Falynn was cheating on me. Falynn was cheating on me with her so-called assistant, and Falynn is pregnant. And all of us was like, oh, he just be, when I say all of us, y'all know what I'm saying. Oh, he being salty. Oh my goodness, what he saying, all that. And then she did that whole tell-all interview over to the Up at Adam channel. And I have to go back and look at it again. But I want to say that they asked Adam point blank. I mean, I want to say Adam asked her point blank about her being pregnant, and she said no. Well, baby, she came up out of there today, and well, last week they announced that her and Jalen, is a boy named Jalen, whatever the boy name is, that they really are a couple and they were dating, but they're trying to say that it didn't happen until after Simon had left her. Yeah, whatever. At this point, can't believe nothing you saying. Now, today they're going to announce that they are pregnant and that they waited to say anything because they had to wait until after, they wanted to get out of the first, well, she didn't even say first trimester. She said the first 2 months. And I said, well, normally they wait till the first trimester to tell people, but okay, I'm going to let you have that. Okay, fine. Y'all, I can't stand people playing in my face, honey. Falynn, you've been playing in our faces. But I told y'all that interview didn't make me feel, that interview made me feel some kind of way because I felt like it was very scripted. I felt like she was thinking about her words, and I felt like she was lying about a lot of stuff. Now, I did say that interview ain't do a whole lot for me. But I mean, that don't take away nothing that Simon had going on. But it certainly doesn't. It certainly makes some things make a little bit more sense. Okay. I'm sick of Falynn. LaToya was right. Simon innocent. LOL. They're also trifling. Just a cesspool of inequity and adultery. Little baby said, well, I'm not pregnant. What does that get me, child? I guess it don't get us nothing, huh? But yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, y'all, like, so everything. And remember, even last week, she even came out because Michelle, Michelle A.T. Alien, which again, I have to say that Michelle A.T. Alien was correct and she stayed on it because remember, Michelle reported that Falynn was pregnant. Falynn came back, I don't know if it was last week or the week before last, but she came back and talked about people lying on her and the bloggers lying and this and this and this and that. And I caught a little bit because I don't regularly watch Michelle. And it's real interesting that the one, because I don't click into her regularly, but I clicked in because she was, talking about it. And she said, notice in Falyn's statement, she never denied being pregnant. She talked about she talked about a whole lot of stuff, but she never said she wasn't pregnant. And now I'm thinking, she sure didn't. So Michelle A.T. Alien, she was on that one. And people can say a lot of things about her, honey, but her Real Housewives tea usually be on point. It usually be on point. Oh, Lord. Why is she wearing baggy clothes at 2 months? Lies. She going to give birth early. Right. Exactly. What's up, Quintessential? How you doing, boo? Another member in the door. It doesn't make it right, but it does make it equal. It cancels each other. Right, and that's what I'm saying, peace, love. Like, it don't take away nothing that Simon trifling ass had going on. Let's be clear. Simon, you still trifling, okay? And whatever you and Portia had going on is still some trifling shit, okay? But it absolutely does bring some things. It does give some things a different perspective. Now, I ain't about to apologize to nobody because I think I said from the beginning that I don't really give a damn because I think all of them was on some bullshit. Now, I did say that. But I'm just like, so basically everything Simon said wasn't a lie. Simon said you was cheating on him and you was dating your assistant. And he said you was pregnant with another man's baby. You just confirmed all of that, ma'am. And even by your own admission, you said you're 2 months pregnant. So 2 months ago was June. Which I don't believe. I believe you further along than that. But let's just say, 2 months ago was June. They all on some BS. Simon went and got new teeth. And added public figure to prove it. Well, did y'all see that video clip? He was with Peter Thomas. And he said, I'm the new Peter Thomas. I'm the new Peter Thomas on Real Housewives. I'm the new Peter Thomas. I was like, oh, look at you. Look at you. The math ain't mathing. Yeah, the math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. Okay. Because I don't have the dates in front of me, child. But when you did that interview with Up and Adam, you tried to make it seem like you were so, we're still legally married. We're still married. Yana. But by your own math, you was having sex with old boy before your divorce was final because their divorce was just final a couple of weeks ago. If you 2 months pregnant. Right. You ain't right. King, you don't have to work hard next season. Listen, the mess is writing itself, okay? That's why they need to go on and bring Falynn back. They need to bring Falynn back. You talk about ratings through the roof. Now, Real Housewives of Atlanta want to bring their ratings up. Y'all need to go on and pay her what she need to be paid and bring her ass back. She ain't got, at this point, she don't even have to film with Portia. All y'all need to do is find at least 2 housewives that's willing to film with her. That's it. That's all. She ain't got to film with Portia Shields. She got her whole storyline. They said she's having a girl. If they knew the sex of the baby, then she's more than 4 months pregnant. You better say it again, baby girl. You better say it again. Well, LaToya's not coming back. I don't want LaToya to come back. Even though I know LaToya was accurate on the stuff she said, I just can't do another season of LaToya's ass. I can't. I can't do another season of her. I cannot. No, Phaedra's not coming back. So Phaedra and Eva have signed on to another All-Stars type version of the show. It's going to be on Peacock. It's going to be, they're calling it a mishmash, basically, of old fired housewives. I hate to say it like that, but it's going to be on Peacock. And Eva Marcel and Phaedra will be there from the Atlanta Housewives, but they have people from Beverly Hills, New York, New Jersey, I think, are all going to be filming. So that's going to be over on Peacock. But again, if New York is gone and Dallas is gone, they might slide that on over and put that on the regular network. Because, and I understand why they're putting stuff on the streaming service. They want to push traffic over to streaming. I get that. But you got to fill these slots. You've just taken that. Now, Dallas isn't a major one, but New York is a major franchise over there. Now, Dallas won't that major of a franchise. Like, again, you ain't really losing nothing with Dallas. I mean, I enjoyed Dallas. I've been watching it from season 1, but you ain't really losing it. You're not really losing nothing with Dallas. But just other than that time slot. So if they slide Miami over and they slide the All-Stars over, that might take up those slots. They can put that stuff on the network because I don't want to pay for Peacock. I don't know if I already had Peacock or not. Well, I know I don't have Peacock Plus. Unless, no, I don't have it. I'm pretty certain I don't have it. Because I didn't know I had all the stuff I have under Paramount Plus. But when I first got it, I had gotten it as when it was just CBS. And when it changed to Paramount Plus, I guess I was grandfathered in or whatever. I don't know. Now I got 5,000 channels under Paramount Plus, stuff that I'm like, damn, that's on there too? Oh my goodness, that's on there too? So I got all kinds of shit. But I know I don't have NBC. I never got the NBC streaming package. Because I could get all of my NBC shows that I wanted to see if I missed it or I didn't catch it on my DVR. It was on Hulu and I already paid for Hulu. So like, you know, Law and Order, This Is Us, and Chicago PD. That's really the only thing I watch on NBC. Only thing I watch on NBC is SVU, Chicago PD. I don't even watch the other Chicagos. I just watch Chicago PD and This Is Us. That's on Hulu. So I know I don't have the NBC one. But I got Peacock Plus free after I switched over to Comcast. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have Comcast, Sharon. What's been going on when they get rid of New York? New York is on hiatus indefinitely. And Dallas is on hiatus as well. Although with Dallas, they are using the word canceled more so than hiatus, but it is on an indefinite hiatus, child. It's time to wake up on Kenya next season. A.T. Alien said the reason why Kenya has been in court with Mark over custody is because the baby is only biologically Mark's. I think it makes a ton of sense. Okay, hold on. Let me say that again. It's time to wake it up on Kenya next season. She said the reason why Kenya has been in court with Mark over custody is because the baby is only biologically Mark's, I think. I'm not sure what you're saying, KFS, with that. I'm not understanding what you're saying. I've had the free, but for the exclusive stuff, which is most likely what it'll be, the Real Housewives, I'll believe. Yeah. It's gonna be on the paid version, and like I said, now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I might pay for it just to get Miami because I'm kind of interested in what they're gonna do with the Miami situation. So I might pay for it to do the Miami. But I wasn't going to necessarily pay for it for the All-Stars. Well, that's the other story we were going to talk about. Kenya won in court, honey. Kenya won in court. Kenya, remember last year, Mark Daly went and got an injunction, so Kenya couldn't show their daughter's face on the show. And remember last year on Atlanta, they had already filmed the season, so they had to go back and just blur her face out in the scenes that she was in. Well, they say Kenya used a donor egg and Mark's sperm. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I ain't getting in the middle of that one. You said that's what AT Alien said? Okay, well, I'm not getting into that one, Chad. But yeah. I hope for your sake I have Peacock Plus. We will find out. Yeah. So Lord, y'all done made me lose my train of thought, honey. Y'all done threw me off on that one. So anyway, so this season, whenever they start filming again, child, she will be able to have the daughter on the show. So she did win that battle in court. So that is interesting. I wonder what the legal arguments were for that. Because in the past, fathers have won. Remember, Shaq won to not have his kids. I think for a long time, Shaq stopped his kids for being on Basketball Wives, like in the early seasons. I know they were on there later on because then they end up doing their whole show with just Shawnee and the kids. But in the beginning, and then Dwight Howard, he won to have his child not be on there. And it was somebody else that was successful in getting their kids not on the show. Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but typically custody is rolled into divorce. They were fighting over custody way before divorce. Yeah. Because that was one of the questions that they asked Kenya. Why did she have to use, like, why was she doing that? Like, that was one of the questions they asked Kenya. Why was she worried about custody? Why was that? Why was she filing for custody before she filed for divorce? Gilbert Arenas, thank you, sincere. Thank you. I knew it was somebody else. Gilbert Arenas. Yep. Gilbert Arenas. Yep. Bethany's daughter too. Okay, yeah. So fathers have been successful in the past. And so I was just wondering what the legal argument was made. What was the legal argument that was made? Because fathers have been successful in the past with their children not being able to come on there. So good, because ain't nobody doing this young rich. Even though Shaq had convinced Matt Barnes to have his ex-wife and his children on the show. Child. Falynn just did a live showing her baby bump, her bare belly. Well, one thing about that doesn't, I mean, like the level of how big or small someone's belly is really is no indication of how far along they are. Falynn, this isn't her first pregnancy, but she's also a little, she's a little woman anyway. So, child. Keith Sweat blocked his 3 sons from being seen on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Lisa Wu. Yes, I remember. Okay, you know what? I forgot Lisa Wu had them babies by Keith Sweat. I forgot all about that, y'all. Ooh, that's taking it way back. But yeah, you're right. I remember that. Yep, Keith Sweat. Mm-hmm. Bethany is just now allowed to show her daughter's face on social media. Wow. She looked more like 5 or 6 months to me. Ooh. Fabulous and Emily didn't want to be seen with her on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Yeah, I forgot all about that. I remember now that you say it, but I forgot all about the fact that Lisa Wu's kids, her sons were by Keith Sweat, and he got them. Yeah. And if you go back and you look at the first season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, she talks about her sons, but you don't see I think they show pictures, but their faces were blurred out. But she does talk about them, but you never see them. Never see them. Yeah, so fathers have been pretty successful in this arena of reality TV, of not having their children being put on there if they don't want them being on there. So I'm interested in what the argument that was made by Mark. But I think part of the argument that might have been made by Mark, by Kenya, is he's never really been an active father in his daughter's life. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but I don't know. Well, you know what, KFS, and that's probably what the big deal is. That was probably one of the major things, is the fact that he had primary custody. Yeah, that might have a lot to do with it. The fact that the kids lived with him. That might have a lot to do with it. Yeah. Yep, y'all. All right, last but not least, let's talk about it. Rumor has it, rumor on the streets has it, that Whoopi Goldberg has threatened to quit The View if they choose to bring Candace Owens on as a replacement. Now, let me say this. Mark is being petty. Yeah, well, sure. I think she's saying Kenya had donor eggs, which would still make it her baby. Yeah. It's still Kenya's baby. I'm sure even if they didn't use Kenya's egg, I'm sure whatever paperwork needed to be made is still her baby. It's just like when you have it's still hers. That's still her baby child. But I'm sure if that's the case, that will come out in court, because Mark seemed petty enough to say it. So I'm sure it'll come out in court. So we know Megan has left. Ding dong, the witch is dead. But rumor has it that some of the names that have been thrown around to replace Megan are Ivanka Trump, Megyn Kelly, and Candace Owens. Now, Whoopi allegedly has said that if they bring Candace Owens onto the show, she is out. And Joy Behar has said ditto for me. So here's the thing, y'all. If you guys have been around for as long as I've been around when it comes to The View, because y'all know I've been watching The View from day one, whenever they have to find a new person on the show, generally speaking, they have sort of auditions where they bring in different women to guest host. They usually give them a week at a time and let them come in, see what the chemistry is like, see how the other ladies feel. They let the other ladies weigh in. And then they kind of go from there, and they make a final decision based on a lot of those other elements. Now, let me say this. We may not have liked Megan, which I did not. We know how I felt about Meghan McCain. But what I will say is, I do not want a Trumper in that seat. Now, Megan's husband was a Trumper. But because of Trump's relationship with Megan's dad, Megan would never have been a 100% Trumper. Now, she was a Republican, and she was real extreme at times. And it was like, no matter what the Democrats did, she was going to find something wrong with it. It's like she could never say, you know what, I think that was. And it seemed like in the beginning, she was a little more open to being flexible. But then it just seems like as they went on, it just got more and more. It just got more and more extreme. But the Candace Owens of the world, at least Megan was pro LGBTQ, because her best friend is Clay Aiken child. At least Megan, like I said, she wasn't a Trumper. At least Megan could see certain things like, yes, Trump did lose the election. No, there was no voter fraud. Like, for all the things that I could be mad at Megan about, I can honestly say that Megan was not extreme on every fucking thing. Now, she had her moments, and we know she had her moments, and she was a spoiled ass brat in how she chose to handle them. But she was rational in certain issues that she wasn't on that extreme, Trump is everything. Trump won the election. No, there wasn't really an insurrection on January the 6th. It was just people hanging out, taking pictures, and it got a little out of control. Like, she very much would call out, like, no, that was an insurrection. That was a disgrace to our country. Like, I got to give credit where credit is due. Megan would you know, again, I didn't agree with everything, and I do think Megan went extreme when it came to a lot of stuff. But certain basic shit like that, Megan was not on the Trump bus. You know what I'm saying? When it came to basic stuff like that. But these women, hell, Candace Owens is anti-black and the bitch is black. Like, just like, how you don't even like black people and you black? So Candace is anti-LGBTQ. She is anti-black. She is a Trumper. She is one of those people that would say that there was voter fraud and they cheated Trump out of the vote. And like, she's one of those people. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time to be arguing with her every day. Don't tell her that, child. Yeah, I mean, just like, we can't, no ma'am, I'm not. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, I would walk away from that. I wouldn't watch it anymore. They almost lost me with Megan McCain, because there were days where I just be like, I'm not watching it today. Like, I cannot. I just can't. I just can't. Or I got to the point where I would fast forward through the hot topics, and that's my favorite part of the damn show. My favorite part, listen, everybody's favorite part of the view is hot topics. Don't nobody care about who they interviewing for the most part. Now, you know, depending on who's coming on, and sometimes, but for the most part, we are here for the hot topics and the conversations about hot topics. So if I'm fast forwarding through hot topics, I might as well not be watching the show. And I got to the point where a lot of times I was fast forwarding through hot topics because I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear Megan's ass, like, depending on what the topic they were talking about, I didn't want to hear it because I knew Megan was going to just get on my goddamn nerves. No to Candace, because I believe she will make Whoopi lose it. There ain't enough weed in the world. You ain't lying. Well, I believe the rumors that Whoopi said if they bring on Candace, she'll quit. And I think after dealing with Megan for the last 4 years, I think she's like, I'm not doing that again. And I'm not doing that extreme. Because again, if Megan is here, Candace is here. She's way over here. And she had a relationship with Megan. I mean, I don't know what their relationship is now, but before the show, she had a relationship with Megan. You know, so I mean, they weren't best friends or nothing, but she knew Megan, you know, because she knew her dad and all that good stuff. I honestly think somebody said in the comments, why can't they find a registered independent? Here's the problem with registered independents. A lot of registered independents are just really just Democrats. A lot of them. Most independents, not all. But in my experience, let me say that I don't have the numbers in front of me. So I can only go by my experience. And I know my experience is limited. But in my experience, most independents lean left. They lean more liberal. Most independents, not all. I think they can just find a regular fucking Republican. Like, they can find a female version of a Joe Scarborough. Like, you can find a regular Republican. Why? I don't understand why they don't just make Anna permanent. Anna is a regular, I mean, again, I know, you know, but Anna is a regular Republican. She is still very much a Republican. She's just not a Trumper. She's not going to give Biden a pass. She's not going to let Biden off the hook. And when the Democrats do shit that's against her Democratic values, she's going to call them out. But she's not going to be extreme. She's not going to be ridiculous. And she's not going to stand behind anything the Republicans do just because it's the Republicans. They could bring on what's her name? JD. What's the girl's name? She's young, and she used to go on she was on CNN a lot, and she used to be on Bill Maher's show a lot. What's her name? It's not it's initials. Is it JD or K? It's not Casey. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Shoot, I can't think of her name. Well, they definitely want the controversy, and they need the controversy. I mean, listen, that makes good TV. But again, you don't have to do that extreme. Like, you don't need that extreme. I love Anna Navarro. What's her name, y'all? Oh, I can see her face. CE. That's it. That's it. CE. Thank you, below. CE. She's young and she's very much she's very much a Republican, and she's a little bit more extreme than Anna Navarro, but she's not a Trumper. She's not a Trumper. Like, she supported Trump when he was the Republican nominee, but once he became president and he started doing dumb shit, she was calling him out about it. You know what I mean? So I think somebody, and she's young, she's young. So I think that would fit that young demographic that Megan sort of fell into. So I think C.E. Coop, that's her name. Coop, I think. K-O-U-P. I think it's her last name. So I think that would work. And she's been on the show before as a guest host. She sat in before. So C.E. Coop. Yeah. Thank you, Travel Love. Yeah, Coop. I said K, maybe it's with a C. Okay. Tara Sotomayor would be good, the Black conservative. Now listen, that would be interesting to have a Black conservative, but again, I need somebody with some sense. I can't do a Trumper. But a Black, and again, the reality of the situation is Black Republicans do exist, and they're not all sellouts, and they're not, horrible people. I have Republicans in my family, and at the end of the day, they're not bad people. They just have different. Again, I don't have a problem with somebody that has a different political ideology than mine. I absolutely don't. I can't do the ridiculousness. I can't do the ridiculousness of it. But I don't have a problem with somebody who says, listen, I believe in these values and these are Republican values. Like, I'm okay with that. And I'm even okay with hearing that point of view, because the reality is that's what makes the world go round. Like, we do need to hear different points of view. We do need to understand different points of view. But we don't need to go to that extreme to make it that salacious. You know what I'm saying? I think having a Black conservative would be a great addition to the table. Now I don't know if they're gonna bring another Black person on there. Let's be honest. We got 2 Black people already. I don't know if they're gonna add a third one, but it would be nice to have a Black. Michael Steele would be good. If there's a female version of Michael Steele, because I don't think they're ready. They're not gonna jump the shark like the Talk did, where they brought on a permanent male host. They ain't ready to jump the shark. So I think they're still going to keep it to all women. But if there was a female, thank you, Creative Diva. If there was a female Michael Steele, which I think Tara is the one y'all might be talking about, and she's been on there as well. I think Tara has been a guest host on there as well. So I'm here for it, but I absolutely believe the rumors that Whoopi has said, if y'all bring Candace on this show, then that is going to be it, and that is going to be all. Because at the end of the day, I think Whoopi stays because it's an easy paycheck. But at this point, I think Whoopi will be okay walking away. Sunny Hostin. Sunny is half Black, half isn't she half Black, half Latina? Isn't she Afro Latina? I thought Sunny Hostin was half Black, half Latina. Is she? Oh, listen, I thought she was half Black, half Afro Latina. I thought she was Afro Latina, half Black, half Puerto Rican. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. My bad. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought she was half Black, half Puerto Rican. So I just called her Black, y'all. I'm sorry. That's no disrespect to her, her Puerto Rican side of her. I just be calling her Black. I just, You said Karen ain't going for it, child. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, you guys. Oh shoot. Hold on. Let me check on something real quick, you guys. Let me check on something real quick. Little baby or Danny, if y'all are still in here, if y'all have the link for Avon, if y'all could drop that for me, please. Let me check on something. Let me check something before I get off of here. All right, hold on. Oh shit, y'all. I'm so sorry. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. All right. I did not realize what I was doing. I'm getting off of here right now. I forgot, y'all. L Teddy is interviewing Nathaniel McIntyre over on his channel. If you don't know who that is Saren from David Makes Man. I'm shutting this down now, and we get ready to head on over there. I am so sorry. Thank you so much for the Avon order, Quintessential. Y'all, I thought the interview was at 8, and I thought I was getting ready to send it over there at 8 o'clock. I am so sorry. You guys, little baby, can you drop L Teddy's link for anybody who doesn't know L Teddy or have his link? Please meet me over there. Oh God, I feel so bad. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. I feel so bad. But Saren from David Makes Man, L Teddy is interviewing him, I believe, right now. Hold on, let me double check. I know it was supposed to be yesterday, and they had to postpone it. I thought it was at 8 o'clock. Damn it. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. Damn it. Oh no, he's not live. Am I looking at this wrong? He's not live right now. Okay. All right, well, go over there. We'll keep an eye on it. He's not live yet. Oh gosh, I feel better now. All right. I will talk to y'all later, but I was going to get off anyway. But please make sure y'all are checking out Avon. Thank you, Quintessential, as always, for supporting. I do appreciate it. Oh, he was live. It's already over? Damn it, y'all. I feel so bad. I don't see it on here. It's not even coming up on my channel. I'm looking at videos. His last video is showing his Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't see it on here at all. Maybe he took it down. What's up, King Retro? Maybe he had to take the video down for a second. Maybe he's editing. I don't know. Damn it. I feel bad. Y'all know we don't like to go live together. It's something that important I definitely would not have done. Oh, God, I feel bad. All right. Well, we're getting off of here now. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.